Hey there, everybody. This week we've been talking about within our One Initiative discipleship or small groups or meeting together aspect of our lives. If we want to make Him the one thing that drives everything in our lives, it also involves with fellowship with one another, growing together with one another, learning from one another, studying God's Word from one another. I love life groups. We have several life groups that are available here at New Life Fellowship. But I love coming around and eating good food together and opening up God's Word or watching a great video that teaches God's Word. I love all that, every aspect of that. But one of the most important aspects of a life group is prayer. Uh, yeah, we in church, we have times of prayer, we have corporate prayer, we have prayer partners you can go to. But what happens within the confines of a small group and just praying for one another? Man, I am telling you, that's where miracles happen. That's where God intervenes and moves. In Acts chapter 12, there's this story that Peter is in prison. James just got killed by Herod, and Herod put Peter in prison. The very next day, Peter's going to die. Yeah, Herod's going to have him killed. And then you have in this house a small group of people, believers, praying for Peter, for the release of Peter. And it's a great miracle that takes place. An angel comes in, and Peter, I mean, he is bound on both sides by guards. There's guards out the gate. There's guards everywhere. I mean, there's intense security on Peter. And an angel comes in and wakes up Peter, kind of kicks him in the side, wakes him up, and tells him, "Come on, let's go." And he passes the guards, passes all the security, passes everybody, and when he gets to the street, the angel disappears, and Peter goes to the small group of people praying. And he knocks on the door, and this girl says, doesn't believe it's really him. They come back, they don't believe, but God moved because a small group of people prayed. So, one of the greatest aspects of life groups is praying with one another, where you could get together with 7 or 8 people and you're like, "Hey, I have a need. Would you just pray for me?" You say, "Hey, I know of a need. Would you just pray for this need?" If you want God to move in your life, if you have something pressing in your life, I'm telling you, small groups where it's at, because you got the food, you got the fellowship, you got the Bible study, but you have a group of people who love you and pray for you. So think about joining a small group and getting around people who care about you. God bless you. Have a great day, everybody.